Alright guys and girls, welcome back. Alright, let's just get through this. I want to try and get through this video as quick as I can, but okay, I'm 42 minutes. Okay, let's have a listen to this. See what is.
Yeah, man. I'm a Batman, man. I'm gonna come get you, Mr. 4K. You don't intimidate me, man. Yeah, man. I'm coming for you, man. I'm a Batman, man. You watch out, man. You watch out, man.
I think you're right there. I think you're coming at my door right now. Hold on, let me check.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. No, man. Yeah.
Welcome to the coffee vlog. This is Mr. 4K. Let's get into this, shall we?
Oh, actually, I did forget something, can I? Yeah, we can't do it without it. Oh, that's better. Very better, actually. Now we can start the live stream. Here we go.
When you have Steve the Creep, the pervert.
So apparently Steve the Creep, the pervert. Now, it's funny that, because I remember when he was being a bit dirty himself to Katie, when Mr. 4K was being absolute, using innuendos and using disgusting words, telling her to rip off her things, her below parts off. And I thought, absolute filth. And I'm sure you can see them in the live streams as well. There was a few of them where I used to say, Many Penny, take off your things and all that. Your lady briefs. Yeah, you're right, man. How's it going? Yeah, glass, man. Now I've got the part. Well, I've got the goatee going on. Unfortunately, I have to, so I'm going to have to make it go grey and stuff and all that. I've got the glasses. The only thing I've got at the moment, and I'll just get the part. This is my new thing, but I've got to give this hat a wash. I don't know what's the matter with it. It just needs a bloody goddamn wash. I got this yesterday, but this one's a different colour because I wanted to go pink-ish. There we go. Now we've got the part. Okay, so we've gone a bit like pinkish red. That's why I like pink now and stuff. I'm a pink guy now.
Hog. Getting together.
Oh, apparently me and Steve's got together now and stuff. Well, no offence, but Steve's not my type and all of that. So we'll just put that out there, just in case like rumours start spreading.
And making a 5-hour special.
A 5-hour special. Well, actually, it was actually 4 hours and a little bit, not 5 hours. So, I mean, I don't know what's going on with him in 5 hours. Jesus.
I can't help myself but just be honored. But the only disappointment is, out of all of this, is they're nobodies, man. They're not even big hotshots. They're not even big stars.
Do you know what? No big stars? Well, so he's saying, oh, the nobodies were nobodies. But yet he's nobody himself. He's some guy on the internet who does like TV reviews and he does gaming videos. And actually, to be honest, like, I think I'm doing pretty well for like 2,000 subscribers, just over 2,000 subscribers. So I am a somebody. But what he wants to do is try and nitpick at everything he can. and then like just take certain things off and all that. So yeah, he's just trying to put people down.
You know, that's my only disappointment. I don't mind people making 5 hours or even 12 hours talking about me. Like, you know, which is it? Are you trying to help me or are you trying to out me? And it looks like you're trying to help me by putting a 5 hour podcast promoting me. Now, why do I have these shades?
And why do I have these
Yeah,
shades?
man.
Steve the pervert, the creep.
Actually, I've got the
Yeah,
goatee
that's
there,
it.
got the glasses, got the
I
hat.
was playing the LSPDFR and I found it.
Just needs to go a bit grey though.
Indecent exposure. You need to watch that LSPDFR yesterday. It's super entertaining and it's much better than watching that 5 hours of
Yeah, man.
And actually, if you think about it as well, he kind of exposed himself, or Forkett exposed himself, when he actually brought those Twitter tweets of private conversations, and like with him and Katie and all that, he brought all her stuff in there. He was saying stuff to her as well, so I mean, he's kind of exposed himself in that kind of way.
that ridiculous podcast, man. It was beyond pathetic. I don't even know how Ginger Hog was able to contain himself for 5 hours.
Contain himself for 5 hours. Well, you see, then is what a podcast is, right? Is when I'm actually interviewing the guest, and regardless, right, the guest is supposed to be the one who's supposed to be doing the talking. I do a little bit of talking in it and all of that, and I say a little bit and stuff, but that's how a proper podcast is. He wouldn't know how to do a proper podcast if it hit him right in the anus and all that, and that's saying something.
Because he talked over him. He talked over him.
And actually, do you know what? Okay, yeah, he talked over me. Wow, oh, wow. But that's him just talking his frustration now, that he's been like bottling up for a long time, because you kicked him out of your channel so many times for what? For just being like, just putting a conversation in there saying, hello, Mr. Forker, are you doing okay, man? How you doing? And all that. So you just going to kick him out of the channel just for saying hello? I mean, it just like seems... And then you want to say, oh, he's creepy Steve, but yet you're creepy yourself, aren't you? Trying to go after a 22-year-old. I mean, I don't know what sounds creepier, like a 38-year-old man who's just doing like explicit context messages to a woman of that age, of her 30s and stuff. If she didn't like it that much, then she should have just basically just deleted him and just took him off. That's what a normal person would do. They would just take those messages, they wouldn't be sharing them out and about and stuff, and they would just delete them, or just, I don't know, just have a word with him about his attitude and stuff. But you're trying to make it into something that it's actually not, yet you're the creepy one yourself. So let's have a listen.
And that's right, Ginger Hog. That's exactly what you get when you get somebody like Mr. Steve, the creep, the pervert, broken record on the mushrooms. That's what he is.
And he keeps saying the ginger hog all the time. That's discriminating against people with ginger hair, and also because he brings in about my disability as well. That's discriminating against someone who's disabled.
4K, you know what I mean, man? I just want to expose him, man.
Well, that's talking shit about him. That's what that is. All right? So why don't you learn the English, bro? Why don't you come back to the United States and finish
Actually, why don't you learn English, he said. Oh, that's a bit racist, isn't it? Like he's trying to say he can't speak English and all that. So he's trying to say Stephen can't speak English. Well, that's racism in itself, isn't it? I mean, come on.
Steve, maybe you should come back and finish the GED. I'm pretty sure you know what GED is. It's a minimum requirement so people can even accept you as somebody who actually has some kind of credibility.
So yeah, so this is this racist guy and all that was
I didn't know
disgusting.
if you finished the GED. I think you were just one of those guys in the school just smoking weed, being a pervert, perving on chicks and all that shit. That's the kind of guy you strike me.
And actually, is it? Why does he
And
go
very
to the
annoying.
beach
I
for
don't
as
know
well?
if you're-
He said he goes to the beach and all that. So isn't he going around perverting after women as well, whilst he's going down to the beach and stuff? So I mean, come
Things
on.
are, but goddamn, man. You have one guy named Jay, but even he's probably like wondering, why the fuck am I with this guy, dude? This guy is just too annoying. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So yeah, you know what I mean, man. I don't give a shit, man. No one fucking
So he
tells me
keeps
what
taking,
to
he
do,
takes
man.
the piss out of him a lot and stuff, and it's disgusting. And if I remember rightly, he's been on his show, and I'll tell you what, he ran that show like a professional when he was on it, oh Steve. And then he starts 4K's. I think, to be honest, I think 4K is quite jealous of Stephen himself, because if it wasn't for the fact that he wasn't jealous, then he wouldn't be doing all these videos about Stephen in the first place. And it's like, yeah, it's just jealousy and stuff. I think at the end of the day, it's like he's going to be like this. It's also narcissism kicking in. He's narcissistic. So I think there is something like not going on in the cogs very well
Yeah, man.
mentally.
Man. Yeah, man, yeah.
Am I so grateful that you're not part of my channel ever again, dude?
Actually, and we're grateful we're not on his channel.
Grateful. So, I didn't watch the whole thing. I had to skip through some of the parts because it's too damn long. It's 5 hours of just pathetic, broken record ridiculousness. You know, these people are talking about me for 5 hours as if they grew up with me, as if they, hold hand with me since I was 7 years old. Like they know everything about me. They know everything about my mom. They know everything about this place that mom gave to me to live in. They know everything about my father. May he rest in peace. They talk about me as if they know everything about me. Because they can find out my address on the internet. I can find out about your address too. But I don't do that because you're not that important to me.
And it takes a lot longer in the UK to
Losers,
find someone's
creeps,
address.
Nobody's people who have no life, who dedicate their entire day just talking about me.
It's easier in America and
So you
stuff
are
because
really
they're more
obsessed
open
about
over
me,
there.
all of you. Even you, Holly, is obsessed with me.
Yeah, so we go. He brought Holly into it as well, and she's done nothing wrong at all and stuff. So, like, she doesn't want any part of this drama shit going on. But 4K wants to actually drag her into this drama, like he's been dragging you as well, Deacon. And like, to be honest, you've not said anything at all. You've sat back. You've helped him on his YouTube channel. You've helped him sort of become the moderator and take out all the bad people. And then suddenly he's throwing that all in your face. It's disgusting. Yeah, you always helped him. You didn't say anything bad to me about him. You've never said anything like that at all. And basically wants to throw all the shit like at you. He wants to throw it at Kate as well. Kate, well, he was on about in this earlier, because this is the second, third time I've watched this episode. But he was on about Katie and stuff, saying she's not talking to me no more. Or, well, actually, she is talking to me and stuff. We've been in party for the last 5-6 hours together today. But I should take these fucking stupid things off. But yeah, anyway, so don't need that kind of shit to actually put in. But the thing is, like, he doesn't know, and then he keeps bringing Brandon into it, and then says we're trying to burn him. Yeah, Katie is a legend. She's definitely a legend. She's awesome. I love her and all that. I love her, but I love her attitude, and I love her personality, and that's awesome. And the thing is, but with 4K, he just wants to sort of go to people and he wants to drain them. That's what he wants. He wants them to do his will and his bidding for him, and he wants to get them into trouble and do all kinds of shit. And this is the reason, like, why he's dragging Brandon into it. Brandon is a good kid. He is a good young man, and he doesn't need 4K to do his shit bidding for and all that. And to be honest, like, I know the stuff is past and all that, and his past should stay in the past, but he shouldn't have really brought it up on 4K's channel to try and burn him this way. And this is what really pissed me off. Like, obviously, if he'd I don't know, if he'd not have said anything about it, then none of this shit would have happened anyway. That's all I'm saying about it.
I don't mind people being obsessed with me. I know I'm an influence. I know that I have this influence on
And he's not an
people.
influence.
I have energy. I have charisma. I have character. Can't even speak. I'm a good actor.
Well, he's a
Double
good
actor.
actor, though. And actually, this is the
Double
reason why I think Deacon, why that he's actually Mitch, because he's creating this character that he can use his acting as, and then put it into the script and stuff, and it's all scripted. That everything what he's doing is scripted, and this is the reason why I am 110% sure that this Mitch guy is none other than 4K. And like he keeps saying, oh, it's this person called Stefan or Stefan, but I don't know. I think the way he keeps doing it, we'll listen to it, no?
Look, yes, am I a good actor? Fucking A, I'm a great actor. Shit, me and Dr. Disrespect could go one-on-one.
And
I'd
Dr.
love to.
Disrespect wouldn't even actually go near him. He's
Team up with
tainted.
Dr. Disrespect. I think Doctor would like me, dude. I think he would find me entertaining. I think he would like me to be his villain. It would be good for the viewers. It would be good for.
He's tainted already, to be honest. He just wants us to cast out all his friends, and then the ones who are with him, he wants to burn them.
Logan Paul.
So he's the guy who's crossed the line. It's not me. I haven't crossed that
What's
line.
his name? Paul Logan or Logan Paul, whatever. Paul Logan, whatever the fuck name is. Sorry. That's how much I give a shit about Logan Paul. The guy who went to Japan and he was laughing.
And then he brings in about Logan
okay.
Paul, about the reason. Actually, to be honest, this is the reason why YouTube got fucked up for so much, because they had the Adapocalypse, and then you had Logan Paul, where he saw the body of someone hanging from a tree, and even though he blanked it out in the background, you could still see the swinging of the person in the background. And this was really bad for the apocalypse thing.
You know,
And this is why we've got the shitty YouTube channel now. And this is why we've got people the likes of him still on YouTube.
that guy should have never be ever anywhere near a social media or a YouTube. This is why Dwayne Johnson.
And this is why Ed should not be on social media, because he's not a social media influence.
Went to the mountains.
And you can tell the reason why his own people are against him now is because he keeps doing shit like this. If he'd have just stuck to the TVs, just went onto the podcast and did his podcasts, and just kept to those, I'll tell you what, everything would have been fine. And then he keeps bringing me into it, like I was the guy who was like the starting point of it. It wasn't, and I'll show him in a minute, actually.
Where people commit suicide.
We'll get to that next
he was
bit.
mocking. He found a dead body, and he was mocking it. That guy should have never ever be put anywhere in any social media. But this is America, home of the free.
God,
home of the fucking crazy.
tired now because of this shit.
Listen, say what you want about this country. I know it's not perfect. And this coming from a Bosnian American. I know it's not a perfect country, but fuck, dude, the freedoms that you have here, you're not gonna have it anywhere else. Let's just put it that way, okay? You're not gonna have those kinds of freedoms anywhere else. So Logan Paul, I would love to go one-on-one with him. You know, Dr. Disrespect, I would love to go one-on-one. I know that I have charisma. I know that I have this ability to do certain things to influence
To piss people off.
I know I got that. And I
And
know how much you love me doing this.
get rid of everybody off the channel.
You know who does that?
That's what we call true narcissism.
The Equalizer. One of my favorite actors of all time, Denzel. That's who. What the hell was that?
And then there's some noise in the background, and he thinks there's something in there.
I just heard something in the kitchen.
And then he thinks, oh, Steven's coming there.
Anyway, must be a ghost.
Yeah, man, it's me, Steve, man.
He's crawling through the chimney. He's gonna come down with a chimney.
And this
Anyway,
goes to show, to be honest, like, this goes to show his narcissism in that way that he wants full control. And this is the reason, right? This is the reason why he keeps doing these videos about me. He does videos on Steve, even you. He's doing videos now on you, Deacon, and Holly as well. Anyone who he thinks is betraying him in any form and all that, he just wants to go at them and stuff, and I think it's an absolute disgrace.
I did watch 5 hours, but not the full thing.
Oh, so he
When I
says,
say I
he
watched
says,
5 hours,
he says, I watched 5
I was
hours.
scrolling through it.
So he's
I'm not gonna
scrolling
sit
through
there
it.
and spend 5 hours watching.
And then
the
he
entire
says
thing.
he's got people on his channel or his subscribers who keep like putting bits and bobs on him, sending him stuff, a bit like a chapter on a DVD.
Because it's just too much of repeating broken record. Too much of repeating broken record.
And then he keeps looking like
And that's
confused,
why
like in the
I
background.
didn't
It's
watch the whole
probably
thing.
his mum or something
I
in the
just went
background,
through all the good parts.
in the
you know.
kitchen,
People told me,
making
okay,
sure
here's
she's
the
not making
chapter.
any noise.
Actually, people did this for me. My subscribers. They
Because he don't want to get
made
caught,
it-
you
made
see,
it
that
like
his
a
mum's
DVD
he's living with his
Blu-ray,
mum.
where it has chapters. So chapter. So I was going through different chapters throughout the video. I didn't watch the whole thing for 5 hours, but I just find it very.
And then
Very
suddenly you'll
bizarre.
probably hear it in the background. Oh, hello. Oh, hello, Ed, it's your mum, dear. Oh. And then Mrs. Doubtfire voice. Oh, hello, dears. Would you like some tea, dear? Give me some nice tea, dear.
Somebody would dedicate 5 hours talking about me, right? Clearly, Ginger Hog gets obsessed about me ever since I killed
Oh,
him
I'm
in that
obsessed.
game, and ever since
Ever
I
since.
butthurt that he was not going to be part of my channel.
Ever since I got butthurt on Grand Theft Auto, I mean, it's funny that is actually, that was like, that's so hilarious. I mean, come on. Like, video games, I mean, to be honest, like, Katie actually, tonight, she was like, hearing me playing the video games, and this guy's coming up to me and all that, and like, I'm playing all the stuff, and I'm getting so excited just killing them and all that. And then when they do kill me, do you know what? I'm actually loving that when they actually kill me on Call of Duty. There's never a time, right? And even Katie would agree to that. That when I've been playing these games, like sometimes I go, come on, do it, yeah, let's get to it. But like when they kill you or they kill me on it on Call of Duty, I'm just chilled as a cold turkey and all that. Like it doesn't fathom me whether I get killed in a video game. It doesn't piss me off in any way, because that's the thing. But it seems to piss him off, and he gets butthurt every time I actually beat him up on that floor. You could tell the tension in the back of his throat when he got like basically knocked out on the beaches of San Andreas, and I'm like, where the hell? And then what really was funny was when I actually, and the thing is, it didn't even start. This wasn't even the starting point. Yeah, this wasn't even the starting point of when it all happened. This whole, like, whatever you want to call it, this whole drama shit. It actually happened at Gran Turismo. I wasn't even playing Gran Turismo, and it happened there. This was the starting point because I think it was Steven said something to him about changing the car, or someone said something about, why didn't you get a faster car, man? And then I think it was Steven actually said that, and then suddenly he blocks Steven for no reason, for just saying that, just giving him some advice. And then 4K gets a bit pissed off with it, really angry. I've been trying to find that video actually, the one where he gets pissed off and all that. And this was way beforehand. And it's like almost like he had this plan of getting rid of us from the start. And then Katie ended up was crying, she was getting upset. So I told her to come into the party with me and we can do a talk. Yeah, you remember that as well, yeah. And that's the thing is, like, it got to that point when he was getting so pissed off with the game itself, he started taking that out on his people, his own audience. And I'm thinking, what the fuck is wrong with him? And I wasn't even on Grand Theft Auto, because not Grand Theft Auto, Gran Turismo. I wasn't even on Gran Turismo at that time, because I didn't even buy it until I think it was like 3 weeks later. And like, I mean, and then when I did get it, I said, did I get the disc version? I think I got the disc version on it. And then we started playing. I think I had like one game or something with Ed, and I don't think we had any more afterwards, because I was trying to do what's it called? I was trying to level up the cars to get the licenses and all that, so I could get all the cars and stuff on there. But I think when I got to it, I only had like 2 games with the guys, and then Ed just started playing, and there was nights when Ed used to come on and didn't tell anybody about what he was doing, and then just went on, just turned his microphone off, and then just live streamed without saying anything. And I was like, wow, what's everybody else done? Literally done. And then when Katie was crying, she was getting upset and stuff. She said she'd never seen Ed like that before and all that. We've got like a little, where is it? Yeah, little moth up there. Just about there. Little baby moth. But yeah, so she never seen them like that before, and it kind of, it got her upset to that point. And I said to her, it's fine, he'd be like that, and just let him call off and all that. But it really got to her. Like, literally, I spent a little bit of time with her, and that's how we kind of started doing like talks with each other in the parties. I'm still like talking to her now and stuff, like doing like parties, and we've been playing a bit of Call of Duty Vanguard tonight with each other. So you can't say that, oh, she doesn't want anything to do with me, because, and also Holly has actually been texting me as well, and she's been texting me pictures of what Steven sent to her and all that. And I was looking at it, it wasn't even really that bad, to be honest. Like, was it even that bad? And like, 4K wants to do it behind a wall, like a paywall and stuff. I mean, that's up to him, whatever, but what she said to me, She just wished him luck for finding a female. And then he said this is the last time he's talking to her. And then he said something. Something about sucking the D. And said that she's been doing sucking up to 4K and all that. That's what he put down. And then saying she's been talking stuff to 4K. Well, then that's like whatever about. And this is just recent. She's only and she's saying he's very pleasant by sending dirty, explicit shit to her. And I said to her, I just said to her the other day, I said, well, just block him, simple as. Don't interact with him. That's all she needs to do. And I don't know, I mean, if someone says something to me and says something inappropriate and I didn't like it, right, there is a little button called block. But the thing is, I don't actually block anyone. You know why? Because I don't have to block people. Because people can say whatever they like to me and I ain't gonna give a shit about it because I don't get offended by it. But 04K gets offended by everyone. So everyone is on the sort of list of block list. So let's have a listen to this a minute.
Isn't it interesting? Every single person who's not part of my channel starts talking shit about me, right?
So everyone who's not part of this channel starts talking shit about him. So he's on about you as well, Deacon. He's on about Holly as well. He's on about Katie. He's on about me. He's on about everybody. Okay, now he's not going to have anybody left at this rate. And then he talks shit about Brandon. And like Brandon's done nothing wrong.
Well, because you blocked him. Yeah, that's my choice. That's my choice. I'm the boss. I'm the boss. Are you gonna tell Gambino, boss? Are you gonna tell Semi the Bull Gravano, who he fires, who he hires? No.
I was making out like he's like some sort of mafia boss now as well. So, and that's the thing is, what is it they say with the mafia? With the mafia, they don't allow you to leave. And this is what his intentions are. His intentions are to actually grab back everybody and make sure they don't leave like he's like the mafia. And that's the whole situation people get themselves into.
Ran that, construction, fake ass business in the 80s. And the FBI got him for that too, obviously.
Yeah, he's making himself out like he's some sort of like tough guy mafia boss.
He was making his own decisions because he's the capo, he's the captain, he's the captain. He was the boss. Actually, he was the underboss, I'm sorry. He was the underboss. So, and I'm not trying to put myself in the same category as mafiachos of mafia.
Well, he's trying to make it, and he said, "Oh, I'm not putting myself in that situation like I'm a mafia boss." But if you think about it, the way he keeps dictating his friendships with people like on his list and all that, and then it's like he's almost got this hit list where he's trying to wipe all his friends out, so he's got nothing left. I mean, it's pretty sad, really, if you think about it.
I'm the boss. You don't tell the boss what to do on his channel.
And actually, who's been telling them what to do on his channel? That's the thing.
Who I keep, who I don't keep. It's my channel. And then people say, well, what is my channel all about? It's about me.
Yeah,
right
so it's about him.
Because of me,
so that sounds like someone's ego gets the better of him. That's when he's egotistical and when his narcissism comes out. Was he in the mafia? So these people should not be messed with. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, that'd be an interesting one to bring that the mafia
You want to
boss.
hear what I have to say. All right? You don't give a shit about the video game. You don't give a shit about the TV. You are watching this because about me.
Actually, and then he keeps on about, oh, they come onto his YouTube channel not because of the TVs, not because of the video games, not because of all the tech stuff he does. They come on there because of him. Now, that's a narcissistic person right there. I came on, actually, not because of him when I came on from the start. I came on to see what the TVs he was doing with, what games he was playing, what like who he was going to play with and all that, who he was going to have on his podcast, and like he's making it out it's all about him, and it's absolutely really fucking bad actually.
For the same reason you watch Dr. Disrespect. You don't give a fuck about Call of Duty. You watch Dr. Disrespect.
You see, when I make a YouTube channel, I don't make it like the channel just for me. This is how I start my YouTube channel. This channel is for everybody on the subscriber list. I care about everyone. If you don't care about your audience, then obviously there's something wrong, and you shouldn't be doing YouTube videos, because you're supposed to make content and videos for your subscriptions, for your subscribers. That's why they come back. If you do the same content and the same content, and they like it, what you're doing and stuff, then great. Then that means you've got that audience particularly for that subject. And obviously I do videos not because I enjoy and do. Like if I'm enjoying videos and my audience are enjoying it too, then we all love it. If my audience don't love it and stuff, then I have to try and sort of change it up a little bit. But I try and attend mostly for my audience as much as I can, and then I try and look to see what else they can give idea wise, and I'll see if I can make some ideas for the next video and stuff.
Because of Dr. Disrespect. If Dr. Disrespect takes a days off, maybe a few days off, and somebody else goes in there to replace him, his viewership's gonna drop down. Because they don't give a fuck about somebody else. They care about Dr. Disrespect.
Actually, if he got replaced and stuff on his YouTube channel, I think, to be honest, I don't think they would really miss him. All they would want is just the content.
Roman Reigns, right? You want a Bobby Lashley. Oh, I don't know about Bobby Lashley, but anyway, you go there to watch it because of a certain people, right? So, same thing with me. You watch this because of me.
We don't watch it because of him at all.
Simple.
So he's like, he's over hyping himself.
Because you want to hear what he has to say. You watch Actman because of Actman. Not Andy, man. Yeah, man.
Oh yeah, and then he's taking the piss out of Stephen when Stephen said he called the Actman Andy Man. And like, I don't know, I mean, Stephen has his own ways of saying things.
The fucking name right. He was saying something about the Act Man, but he says Andy Man and all this, and then he was saying something about the hollow point and all of this, using a gun. First of all, in Florida, there's a law called Stand Your Ground. That means that I'm within my rights to protect my property and myself if there is somebody intruding my property. If they don't leave the property, and if they intrude my property, if they try to break into my property and they don't leave, I have a right to protect my property. And if that means using 45 hollow points, so be it. I'm within my rights to protect my property. Yes, I can call the cops, and most likely I would call the cops to resolve the problem.
But he'd rather just shoot the guy on the doorstep.
Tries to march into my house or into my place. I'm within my rights to protect myself. Called Stand Your Ground. This is nothing new, but if you knew anything about the Florida law, about the state of Florida law, if you knew anything about that, Ginger Hog, and Mushroom Man, yeah, man. If you knew anything about anything, instead of just fucking guessing and taking shit out of the context, everything that I say, I'm pretty sure you're gonna take even this video out of the context, and you're not gonna play the whole fucking thing.
Prevalent through. Oh, it's just that law in Florida is prevalent throughout the whole world. See, this is what I mean. Being negative. Talk about 4K for fuck's sake. Yeah.
Talk about me being stupid, me not being too bright, not being too smart. Well, let's look at you, Ginger Hog. Let's see how smart you are. Let's examine you.
And then he thinks I'm gonna twist it and stuff, and then turn it, and then just take certain bits out. Well, actually, I'm not like that. That's why we're listening to the whole thing.
Okay. So what did you do? We had a good thing going on with the podcast, right?
Yeah,
we both agreed, hey, let's do this podcast. Let's do something right this year. Let's make it happen, right? Let's bring something positive.
Something positive, yeah. And that's what I was thinking as well when I said to him about it.
Especially
I said, let's get some positivity out of it.
And you losing your mom, may she rest in peace.
And this is the reason why.
Down and
this is the reason why I was on about going on to the podcast at the start of the year, because it had me to focus more on getting myself the help, just to mentally try and help myself go forward, right? And this is the reason why I said, fuck it, may as well go on there, because that way I'm more focused on, rather than just like thinking about my mum all the time, like, which is not a bad thing, but just sort of focusing on something different and try and like take it off my mind a bit, which actually helped and all of that. And I'm not going to be shitting over 4K from that bit, but I mean, those were good, those podcasts. But it like a lot of that just turned out that he was just waiting to get rid of us off in the first place.
Feeling really stressed out, and you have to move to a new place.
And actually, the reason why he stopped doing some of those podcasts as well was he said, wasn't getting enough views. I wasn't getting enough views on them. I miss the old days of you and Ed, and good times, but I know how time changes people. Yeah, and it's changed him a hell of a lot. I'm not the negative person here. I try my best on my YouTube channel. I do my own stuff on my channel. And then, like, you have him, like, Lord Voldemort, the person you may not say his name, because he might end up doing another 50 videos on you. I mean, come on. Like, it's just one of those things, like, when is the end game going to finish? It's like that movie that never ends, the Highlander movie, and I'm like Connor McLeod, and then you got like one person, you chop their heads off, and then you get the power out of it, and then you become younger again, and then you got to get the next person, and you wonder, where is it gonna fucking end? Literally, when is the end game? And then you have to get to the source of the power and stuff and all that to finally get to the final battle, which turns out like he's not going to give up, I'm not going to give up. So
I get it. So I said, hey, let's get together, let's open a podcast, let's get it rolling, right? So, and we did.
And we did. And
it was successful. People liked it.
People liked it, but there wasn't many views going on there because he got a bit pissed off about it, because he was saying in the party, not many views and stuff for those podcasts.
Because of me killing your fake ass character in the game.
And then he brings in about this, me getting killed in character. I could care less about a character, that ain't going to piss me off.
You start making those videos about me, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 17 minutes, lying to people, telling them how you're going to leave the YouTube, all those fake tears and all that bullshit. And then you continuously start talking shit about me. And I told you to let it go.
But actually, it's strange, because he said about fake tears and stuff. But didn't he say, he actually said on numerous times that he was going to leave YouTube, and then suddenly He goes, goodbye, everybody, and I'm gonna go away for a little bit. And then suddenly, back a day or so, couldn't do it. He's disappeared, and then he comes back a day later. That's what I'm thinking. I initially thought you were obsessed with Mr. 4K, but as I was wrong, I was wrong. He is obsessed with you. Keeps always talking about you. Still, why can't he let it go? I don't know. And this is what's going to burn him up. He's going to burn his own channel up, all because he's got this obsession beef with me. I could care less. I could make like this video now, and like wouldn't be it like I'd leave it for 2 weeks and 3 weeks, and there'd probably be about 50, 60 videos on me. And then it's like, I mean, we'll do a little tester actually. We'll see how many videos he does in a day about me and stuff like, and how many videos he does on Katie, or how many videos he does on Holly. It's like he's this like creepy old man in his 40s, and that he's like very, very obsessed. And like, I'm not really worried that he's got an obsession with me and stuff and all that. I could care less, but other people are getting dragged into this drama, and it should have been just me and him from the start to finish this off. But he wants to finish it off and all that, but he wants to drag everybody else into it, and that's unfair with the other
I
people.
brought you in, right? And I got in touch with Katie. I said, Katie, all right, fine, whatever, I'm not that type of a person to hold a grudge. So I'll let you guys come back. So Katie comes back, but she says, I don't know if he's ready. I said, okay, let me talk to him. So I talked to him. We spoke for 3 hours. Brendan was there, Katie was there, and Ginger Hog was there. And we were talking for 3 hours. He probably recorded that thing too, but there's nothing there.
Actually, I didn't record that thing because there wasn't really much there and stuff, but you can keep on doing it. And the thing is, like, I can actually live with that one strike on my YouTube channel, but he's actually got 2 strikes probably already, and he's probably on his last one. Like, he's very with those tweets he did, right, of those private tweets, that could get him in a lot of trouble. And also he's put my cousin's picture on there, which was actually in the actual thing there. That is actually to do with privacy, because my cousin didn't want to be put on to that channel in the first place. I think I know where this is all going. He's going into shock value channel territory. Gaming is not bringing him views. He wants this type of content. Yeah, that's the thing. He wants this content. And what really, really annoys me is the fact, I mean, have you seen his TV reviews he was been doing for the last couple of days? You see how many views that's actually bringing in? It's next to nothing. He's literally shadow banned. He's literally done. He might as well just do like another channel. He might as well just like get another channel on YouTube, because it's like he's fucked anyway. His whole channel's shadow banned. That's why he can't get the views and stuff. He could have been like, oh, he did not look happy making them. Of course he didn't. He looked depressed while he was doing them and stuff. I mean, come on, I'm fucking happy doing these videos. I could care less if I'm making these videos on here compared to the podcast where he picks on everyone. Yeah, he even like picked on everybody on that. But that's the thing, that's his attitude in life. And this is the thing, is like, if you're picking on everybody and you're basically blocking everybody in the first place, then obviously people will actually start blocking them, or they'll start like reporting them, and then you have a mass amounts of people reporting them on his channel. And then what's going to happen is his channel will be hidden from YouTube periodically and stuff. Like, it's just becoming sort of like an obsession, no?
for him to use for his agenda. So that's why he never mentioned that video in that conversation on the party chat. And guess what? I started playing Grand Theft Auto Vice City, and Katie comes on, and we were talking and everything.
Yeah, and then I
And,
said to
I get this
Brendan to
message
send him a message
from
about it,
Brendan
to say I'm done with his
telling
channel.
me that
I'm not coming back, he's not the same
said
guy.
that I will never come back to your podcast. You're not the same guy you used to be 4 years ago. Da 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 da. Even though I made peace with you, and this is what people don't know, I made peace with you. I told you, okay.
Yeah,
we're
he
gonna
was
come back.
in he was in the party
I
and
don't
stuff, and he
care.
wanted to
I
make
just
peace with
wanna
him.
get
But
rich. I don't give a shit.
myself, I don't
know.
like giving people second or third chances.
He could-
Once you fuck up, that's it. You
And then I
fucked
told
up.
Katie, well, I don't know what's with the guy. You know, you were
And
there on
the thing is, as well, like when we were in that party about a few days going back before the shit happened and all that, with more of his stuff on there on his channel, like saying shit. Like obviously, okay, yeah, I recorded it and I've got a strike on my channel, but I can live with that strike on my channel for recording it and stuff. But like 4K, can he live with strikes on his channel? Like the amount of strikes he gets on his channel? I mean, his channel's pretty much fucking done and stuff. It's like, but the reason I actually recorded that and put it on my channel in the fucking first place was due to the fact, right? He admitted it was all him. Like he'd literally fucked up and like said like it was all down to him, and that's the reason why I put it on my YouTube channel, because we know Uncle Ed like wouldn't put that on there. He wouldn't go to everybody and say, oh, it was his fault and all that shit in the first place, because his ego takes sort of control of him. And when he's in a private one, he's a total different person when he's in a private room. But you put him into like a live stream, he becomes this beast person where he wants to try and destroy everybody and literally go through everyone.
party chat. We spoke for about 3 hours, and now he's saying he will never come back. I'm not the same guy I used to be, and all this bullshit. And then you guys were still talking about me behind my back while I was busy doing other things. And then finally you start going back to Brendan because you got nothing else to go on. Now you went to Brendan, and you brought Brendan into this mess again by going back into his past and the tragedy. That's the
And
lowest of
actually,
the
we're
lowest.
talking about going to and trying to say about it, which is a tragedy, actually, right? Thing is, we didn't bring this up. 4K actually brought this up and told us in a private party when Brandon wasn't there. I seriously think he is Mitch, and the other disposable counts he got Cameron, Brandon, and Steve to make them to keep the wheel in motion, like get more and more views. Maybe. I mean, I know that 4K's done like this before. He's done fake accounts. You're right, Nature Man, Adam. He's done it before because he started trolling Cameron before and stuff. So we know he can do fake accounts to try and get his point out there, or try and get his point out there. But we know 4K has done this before, so it's no like sort of that he hadn't done this before, because he has. So then this is why I think 110% that 4K is Mitch, and he's trying to get out of it, saying it's some sort of person in Serbia or wherever he is on about it and stuff. And we'll have a listen to this in a minute.
That's something that I want people to understand when they watch this coffee vlog, who Anthony is, who Anthony Kenneth Bishop is, aka Ginger Hog. This is the guy.
Ginger Hog, because he keeps bringing him about me with ginger hair, but Do you know what? I'm not really bothered. He keeps trying to go after Stephen to keep talks going. I noticed that as well.
Who actually is willing to go into someone's personal life about something that happened? Very tragic thing that.
The thing is, he will go to great lengths to insult himself to build more of a character for himself, so people are intimidated by him, and that's what I think it is. Well, and like, to be honest, like, I'm the guy that's literally just had enough with the guy. Like, I can't even fucking, like, I'm burning out at the moment doing more videos on him and stuff. I mean, I'll keep going and I'll keep going and shit. I think he just wants to get the views. Yeah, that's what I think as well. I think he's just doing it for the views.
Happen to this poor guy. And they're trying to make it.
Because actually, what he probably won't tell everybody is, like, at the start, when we first came on, like, when we sort of had that fight, just after the fight, we were on about doing sort of a WWE style thing. Now, like, where either which one of us was going to be the goodie and then the baddie, and then have that sort of face heel style thing, and then he'd say, like, meet me on the beach tonight, which would have been continued the day afterwards. Now, I did a promo, which, I did a little promo, 5-minute promo, of just slagging off his YouTube channel, but that was me doing sort of like my promo as the bad guy and stuff, like doing my heel and all that, like in a WWE thing. And this was at the time when we were doing that Grand Theft Auto, and then he gets butthurt, and then I sort of does. He actually came out with it. He actually said, "Why don't we do like a WWE style script?" And then what we do tomorrow is carry it on tomorrow night onto the beaches, and we have like another punch-up stuff on, and that would create more of like a controversial thing going on. So I did. So I did like a promo, insulting his fans, insulting his YouTubers and his YouTube channel and him. But I did it in a sort of like, I said, your channel's shit. And you could tell in that video, I wasn't really taking it seriously. It was more of like sort of a fun sort of thing with it. But I done it for like a 5-minute one. And then he kept moaning because he said, I told him to do it for 2 minutes or 30 seconds or whatever. Why can't he what's his son? He says Stephen makes fun of him, but Stephen is just defending himself. Yeah, of course he is. He's defending himself. He's been talking smack about Stephen for quite a while and how he talks and stuff. I know, that's horrible. Absolutely fucking horrible, man. Why can't he try to make peace instead of going after people? Does he like the drama? Maybe it's good for the views. Yeah, I think he's just doing it for the views. Well, yeah, I hate to be Ed's personal friend. He probably abuses them every day. What kind of life is that? That's what I'm thinking as well. But yeah, he wanted to do a WWE thing, so I sort of did my own promo to insult. And then he thought I was literally insulting his YouTube channel. And I said, in the UK, it's a UK banter thing. But he didn't get the UK banter and stuff, and he kind of misunderstood everything that I did in that video as a promo. So, I mean, he needs to go back to school.
He's crazy. He should be locked up. Let's not give him a second chance, right? That's the shitty thing about this person, and that's why Anthony will never ever come back to my channel.
And then he says, I crossed the line on about Brandon. But the thing is, I said, about Brandon, obviously, he needs help, right? And I wasn't burning him out at all, actually. On the contrary, I was trying to help him. And I said, look, obviously, people would rather have him to come out and maybe do a story about how it all got up to him, why it happened in the first place. But I mean, but thing is with people, right? People nowadays, they look into this kind of shit, and it doesn't matter if he done it 10 years going back, 7 years going back, or 4 years, or 3, or anything. People will look into people's past life, and they usually find out about that person in the end. And it's not for good reasons or bad reasons. But say if I did something and it was like really bad and stuff, I would say, right, oh, I'm on YouTube, right, I'm just trying to change my life and all that. I'm trying to get back on track and stuff. And I just want to be honest and upfront with people. And I think maybe if O'Brandon would have said that and said to people that this is what I've done this in such and such a time, wasn't my fault, it was done by accident and all this kind of stuff, then people would have understood. But the thing is, when you kind of put this blockage and you try to shadow it, like put it into the shadows, into the background, it doesn't get that, I wouldn't say traction, but it doesn't get people thinking differently, Susanna. But what is funny is Ed keeps talking about law like he knows it. He has no clue about it, about case and statute law, why he's threatening people. Some people, why is he threatening people? Someday someone will bring a litigation case against him for defamation. Oh yeah, defamation of character. And then he keeps saying I'm narcissistic, and he keeps saying that. Well, that's not me, so that's a defamation of character right there. How many times did he say it is the last video and he's making of you, and then he keeps making videos of you? I know, it's really funny. Hey you, the guy in big screen, Tav Rani, how are you doing? Hi Oldham. Yeah, I haven't been in big screen much actually. I might pop in there in a little bit actually after this video.
That line. I don't give a shit about this beef between me and him.
Oh yeah,
fucking line.
Actually, if he hasn't got a problem with this beef between me and him, then why is he making fucking videos about me? Why is he making videos about Steve and stuff? I mean, it don't make any sense.
Just so you fucking understand.
And then he takes off his glasses like it's game time.
Brendan. That's what this is about. I don't give a fuck. You talk about my teeth. You talk about my appearance.
Don't know what's going on here a minute. Hang on. I just turn off my phone a minute. Actually, am I still live? And stop blocking people. Yeah, that's what he needs to do. Anthony, just call him out as Mitch. Bring this Looney Tune character to your podcast next. Yeah, to be honest, like, I will actually, like, yeah, if Mitch, aka Mr. 4K, wants to come onto the podcast, I mean, he's more than welcome to. And then he can tell us why he's been doing this character and stuff, and he's probably going to try and say, it's not me, man.
Beef between me and him, where you cross the fucking line, mate. Just so you fucking understand, where you cross the fucking line, dude, is with Brendan. That's what this is about. I don't give a fuck. You talk about my teeth. You talk about...
Actually, he said I've been talking about his teeth. I haven't been talking about his teeth. I could care less about his teeth. I could care less about his hair, about any facial features, nothing. It doesn't really bother me in that sense. Nothing does. Because that's not my type of thing. I don't start talking about someone about their looks and their appearances.
my appearance. I don't give a shit about you talking about, where I live and all that. That doesn't bother me. But
And actually, I haven't brought anything up about where he lives and stuff. I don't care if he, wherever he lives, whether it's Florida or wherever he fucking lives and stuff. I could care less for that as well. Like, that's not my cup of tea and shit. That might be other people's cup of tea, but that's not mine.
is that you're a piece of shit of a human being.
And it's his opinion. If he wants to call me a piece of shit, that's up to him.
Of a human being that would actually exploit Brandon and his tragedy.
Actually, exploitation. Now, let me see. So, let me get this. Katie, she's got autism. And she's only 22 years old. And 4K was trying to exploit her by actually being a bit pervy on her and saying about ripping off her down there, those sort of clothes. And I thought, wow. And then, but he was doing it in the sort of like, oh, Mallory this, Mallory that. And then he used to sort of say about her ripping them all off. And I thought, wow. And then he got a bit excited, actually, and stuff about that shit.
That's what this is about. Just so you understand. So, this is why...
Only 2 years older than me. I'm 20. Ah, nice, man.
It's the last time they'll even talk about him. So, even Katie...
So he wants to know, because it's almost like he's trying to... Yeah, Stephen, welcome back, man. It's almost like he was, like, he keeps saying about Stephen and about what he's been saying to Holly, but what's 4K been saying, and all those messages that he's been doing, sending to Katie on her page. If you look on the Twitter things that he did, try and expose us both, and he brought out the tweets and stuff on Twitter, you'll see he's actually been exposing himself. Oh, I didn't know you were streaming. Nice to go through his video. Yeah, I'm just doing a bit of a video breakdown.
Doesn't want
God, I'm still about 20 minutes in left to go. Jesus. You need a cup of coffee just to get through this shit.
Anthony is somebody who likes to record people without their consent.
Well, actually, on this one occasion, because I knew he was lying and shit, that's why I had to do it.
Cameron doesn't give a shit if I called him a Sonny fanboy.
And actually, I thought he's a guy for transparency. I thought he didn't give a shit that he was, whether someone's recording him or not. And actually, on that podcast 25, did he or did he not say, oh, do you know what? I feel like I've been set up and all that. Yeah, I'll grab the popcorn too, because I think it's going to be an interesting one. I'm just going to get some ice cream. Do you know what? I might get some ice cream in a minute. But yeah, it's an interesting subject.
Okay being called Sonny fanboy. Even I am okay being called Sonny fanboy. And I said I wouldn't be having any issues being called a Sonny fanboy. Sonny being a Sonny fanboy.
Was this Anthony has become Mr. 8K upscaler? Thank you, I'll take that. Any day of the week.
It's a great console. I would rather be called Sonny fanboy than to be called an Xbox fanboy. And Cameron doesn't give a shit about that. Me and him had our fights. He doesn't care about that shit. And then this thing with Emma.
Oh, that's the Highlander.
See, you don't know anything. You don't know what happened.
New and improved.
Me and Emma.
The new and improved Mr. 8K. Man.
A few weeks. Because when my friend had a...
yeah, we all have to put our shades on. Oh, definitely, man.
Passed away. It was a short notice. I had to go all the way to Jacksonville to attend the funeral. I had to go ahead and go to the...
Actually, oh no, it was on about Emma. Well, actually, Emma didn't realise that 4K had basically disclosed all her information of their private talk between each other, and she was annoyed by it and stuff. So she knows now what he's really like, because I actually went over to her Instagram and stuff and told her about it, and she didn't even know about it until I showed her the transcript. I think he's trying to copy my style. Oh yeah, man. Styling and profiling, man. Styling and profiling like Ric Flair.
And get a suit, measure the suit, get us at least a suit.
Actually, you might be able to
Least a
see it. Here we go. You
suit,
can
so I
see
go
4K on the
pay my
screen.
expense. And Emma was pissed off that I didn't tell her that I'm gonna cancel the podcast. And I apologized to her. I said, I'm sorry, I had a friend of mine, mom passed away, I had to go to a funeral. I'm sorry,
Excuses,
right?
excuses.
And then she said something to me, well, that's okay, but I'm not coming out of the pocket next time. And I'm like, you're not coming out of the pocket? It's like, why? Because I had to pay for a babysitter.
And I was thinking, well, why is that
And I'm
such
like,
a
well, how is that
secret?
my problem that you had to pay for a babysitter?
So,
How am I supposed to know?
okay, so if he
that you
brought it out on his channel, right, all this shit about him, like, sort of exposing Emma or telling her about all this stuff, what's so secret about that he ended up putting a strike on my channel and stuff? Like, it's because he got caught out. I think he's trying to come as he always makes drama with people. I know. And this is the thing, it's like he's picked on the wrong person now. He's picked on the wrong person.
pay for a babysitter. And now it's my fault. So me and her had a falling out for a little bit, and then we made peace, and then she came back on. But I don't care about what's being said on that recording. It's not about that.
Well, it
It's
is,
about
it is.
you recording me without my approval. That's what this is about. You broke the law, dude.
You broke
You
the law.
broke the
You
law.
broke the law.
You can't do that.
And he can't do that because he's
You can go to any
broken.
court right now.
Alright, hang on. So he said you broke the law, but he's broken the law himself because he's bullying people on his YouTube channel. He's actually been. Alright, Vlado. Welcome. We know this is Mr. 4K. Vlado, and where's the other friend, Mitch and stuff? Because I know that's Mr. 4K, and then I know the other one's probably Mamba Man as well coming in as the guy and stuff there. But yeah. But I remember when Cameron and Ed had a fallout, and Cameron gives him does not make sense. I know it doesn't make sense and all that. So we've got Vlado in here. Don't worry, Vlado, or don't worry, Mr. 4K. I mean, or Mamba Man or Brandon, whoever you are and stuff. Don't worry, you're not getting actually blocked on here. Because I don't block people because I'm not a cunt. Is the word. This is going to turn into the new Avengers. I know, yeah. This is going to be like the Avengers game, definitely. Soon we need to make a movie. Oh, definitely, man. We need to definitely make a movie. Show yourself. Yeah, come on, Vlado. Come on, stop being a pussy. Show yourself. Get Mitch in here as well. And then show us that you're not Mr. 4K. Unless he's scared and all that. I know, like, Ed probably coming out of the closet there as Vlado or Mitch or whatever. Don't worry, we don't judge Randy and stuff, so if they want to come out, they can take the time about it. That's going to be all good. Whether it's actually Mamba Man, whether it's Brandon, or whether it is Mr. 4K, or maybe it's all three of them playing these stupid actually games and stuff. That's all they're doing is playing the games.
Even the court in the House of Lords. And they're going to tell you, you can't do that shit.
Actually, what 4K does, right, he keeps on about breaking the law, but he's broken the law. He's actually insulted me because I got my ginger hair and stuff. He keeps calling me the ginger hog. And so I've told the police about that already. they said if he comes to the UK, they're going to sort him out. Like, they'll literally arrest him, or because they said you can't do that because it's hate speech against people who are just disabled. Myself, I'm disabled. They said even if 4K comes to the UK, they'll pick him up straight away. Because at the moment, because they can't do it because it's out of their district, their jurisdiction, they can't do anything. But they said as soon as he comes into it, Bubba Ridge is basically going to get arrested, and he'll probably end up in one of the UK places, jails. Why would you want an alliance with him? He will bully you, Stephen, again and again. Now, you know why? I don't know. I wish we can join alliance, but it's up to 4. No, we don't want to join that with a narcissist. And trust me, Stephen, that is 4K. That Velado and Mitch. It's the same fucking guy. It's the same guy. The transcripts is exactly the same. When he does the writings, he writes in paragraphs. So he's doing all his paragraphs and shit when he does all that. For no reason. Well, I wish everyone just get along. Yeah, well, we wish everyone gets along. But the thing is, nobody gets along on here and stuff now. It's the whole game's changed. It's not the end game now. It's a changed game.
Consent. Okay? So how are you for being smart? And then
I'm very
you
smart.
bring this guy Mitch and you take a snapshot and you start talking about him. I would have never even known about who Mitch is if you haven't taken a screenshot and put it out there. And even Mitch didn't know that you were taking a screenshot and talking about him until he saw the videos. Now even Mitch
and he's made a mistake now. He's actually. That's it. There we go. Because he keeps saying, 4K keeps saying about him being the boss, right? So we know now there's Mr. 4K now has turned up. So well, look at what we have here. You want me? You want the boss? That is 4K right there, because he always uses the boss thing, like, and you hear it on the actual thing. 4K says the boss a lot. And it's strange how Mr. 4K's turned up in there as well, exactly the same when Velado turns up. It's strange, that, isn't it? And then we've got Thanos. We are all here. I told you, that's the thing, isn't it? So we have Mr. 4K. We have Mitch's 4K as well with his multiple accounts. And then we've got Mr. 4K there, upscaler. I am Mitch. Well, we've known. Yeah, we all know it and stuff. But that's actually a fake account, actually. Yeah, the guy who deletes comments have talks, lies. Oh, yeah, definitely. Deletes comments. I don't actually delete any comments, man. And then we got Serbian brother. Is that the real one, is it? This and Ed, he won't never show like this. No, he won't. That's not the real Ed. That's a fake one. Mm-hmm. See, as admin. But yeah, I mean, this goes to show though, like,
So you were able to piss off even Mitch. Wow. And then you go back to Steven.
yeah, so
Right,
this
Steven
goes to
contacts
show
you.
that
Says he wants to come on the
Mitch
podcast.
is
So you guys have a
actually
little
Ed
chat on the Twitter, right? So Steven
with
contacts
his
you on the
multiple
Twitter.
fake
And I got
accounts
the
and
whole
shit.
transcript. And Steven starts talking to you. Hey, how you doing? How you doing there, Anthony? Yeah, man, this Mr. 4K is a
Obsession,
lunatic, man.
yeah,
He's a
very
pussy, man.
obsession.
Yeah, man, he's a piece of shit, man. I have so much to say about this guy, man. Hold on, I gotta put on my glasses. So yeah, man, let's do a podcast, man. Yeah, this guy's a piece of shit, man. Yeah, man. And Steven, obviously, Steve the creep, the pervert, broken.
And it's strange how he
record
keeps
guy.
calling
Obviously.
like Stephen the pervert all the time and stuff. It's like he's very obsessed. See, I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh yeah, I'm always talking about. That is his real account. You all will include. Oh, well, I told you from the start, didn't I? I told you that I've known from the fucking start. This is not his real account. I wouldn't regroup if it fucking. Yeah, I wouldn't even do it from the start and shit. Wouldn't even regroup at all. Not in a fucking
You didn't
lifetime.
realize that Ginger Hog is gonna be recording the entire conversation. So you took the entire transcript.
And actually, 4K doing the ginger hog, that's actually a insult to people who are ginger as well, and also who are overweight. So that is really, really bad of people doing that shit. Of course, it's not himself, Mr. 4K's on the beach. I'm his account manager. His account manager. So it's just been a sarcastic cunt.
From you and Steve, the pervert, the creep, broken mushroom record guy. You took the entire conversation and you put it out there on a Twitter feed. That's really smart, Ginger Hawk. That's super fucking smart. And then you put this shit out there on the Twitter feed, and then the Steven has seen that, and Steven's like, yo, man, take that down, man. I don't want the 4K to see that, man. Well, too late. Because my Thanos army, when I snap the fingers, they collect that evidence. And they brought that evidence to me. All right? You can't mess with Mr. 4K army. Yes, Mr. 4K army, dude. It's SEAL Team Tier 12. Okay? And they got that information. Look, I got all the info on everything, just so you know, Mr. Failed Detective Ginger Hog, Mr. Jabba the Blob, sitting on that fucking chair, drinking all them goddamn sodas. Why don't you lift some weights, dude? I just came back from the gym, dude. Stronger than ever. Okay? Stronger than ever, dude. Stronger than ever. Okay? So, why don't you go and start working out? You have a bad heart? My ass. Bad heart, my ass.
Actually, I was born with a bad
Pretty
heart.
good for a guy who has a bad heart and collecting all that fucking money. Yeah. People have exposed you on that for a long time now, too. So, this smart...
Yeah, they're all fake
detective
accounts.
guy calls the Batman, this broken mushroom guy, pervert.
Yeah, he's probably hacked it or some shit.
And then he takes the entire conversation and he puts it out there on the Twitter feed. But Steve didn't know that, did he? And then Steve comes back on the podcast talking all this shit. But what Steve doesn't know is that Holly gave me the entire transcript of how perverted you are.
Yeah, don't worry, Kate,
Contacted
we've got
her.
them all and all
You're the
that.
one that came to her. Steve says that he was just fooling around. No. She showed you her.
We know who they are now,
She
actually. We've
loves
got them all.
tattoos. All right. Emma has tattoos, and I appreciate her tattoos, right? But I'm not gonna be perving about it. If I was a pervert and I was saying,
Well,
some
thank
shit
God
like
you
that
didn't go
Emma,
to bed either.
Emma would've never
We've
talked to
just
me
got
ever
them.
again. She would have fucking exposed
We know who they are now,
I
and we've
have respect
exposed
for
them
women,
and shit.
Okay, I respect them. I have nothing but respect for women. All right, this is something that people don't know about me. I love
And we
women,
wonder
and I
why.
respect them. All right, that's
We
why I
wonder
speak
why
up
as well,
to
why
because
4K
they know who I
was
really
just
am.
taking the
And I
piss
respect
out of
them.
Holly at the start of this video.
I treat them with respect. Which you
Why
don't.
he
See,
says
you
she's
look at
obsessed
women
with
as
him and
a-
all that. Really bad to be honest. If like
something where you can
4K
put
thinks
your
that
dick down in.
Holly's obsessed
That's how
with
you
him.
look at women. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Mr. Batman. All right, you're the worst creep that women are trying to stay away
Oh
from.
yeah, he will do a
That's the
response
kind
video
of creep
to it,
I
I
wanna be
guarantee it,
around
my
with,
friend.
dude. It's you. You're that fucking creep. So Holly gave me all this transcript about what you were saying, dude, and it gets worse. I already put that video out there on a member. You know what, Steve? You can pay for it. You can become a member. Even you, Ginger Hog, you can pay for it. Become a member. You can watch that pay-per-view. That pay-per-view, just for you. But it's on pay-per-view. It had to be on a pay-per-view. I couldn't put that shit for free. People have to pay to see that because it's too explicit. It's rated adult. It's for the adults only. And the stuff that this guy was saying to Holly, only because she
I mean,
showed
the
her
amount of
teeth.
stuff
But
that
you want to
4K
report-
says on his channel, though, isn't that really adult content? Like when you're doing a lot of shit on his on your channel. to use the forename Steve the Creep Pervert Broken Record Mushroom. It is very entertaining. It's very entertaining now that we know basically who they really are now.
arm and some other tattoos that she has. And maybe he saw a little bit of a cleavage. And because he saw a little bit of a cleavage, his dick got hard as a pervert that he is. And he starts saying all kinds of crazy things like,
I want to stick it in you. You like it deep and hard? Yeah, man. You want to put it in you deep and hard? You want me to shove it in you deep and hard? Yeah. When you start showing your tattoos, I want you to suck on me. I want you to suck on me.
and it gets worse and worse. And he doesn't give up. Like he continues on, even after she left the conversation. Holly told him.
Because it's a
maybe
part
he
of the
was
plan, Katie. That's why it's a
even
part of
after
the
he
plan.
left the
Why
conversation,
she's removed you on the.
he was still going on.
Yeah, what do you think about that, huh? You like that? You like that? You want me to put it in you, huh? You want me to shove it in you? You like that? You like it? You like it?
Thank God that this fucking creep will never come to my fucking channel again. And I was right about it. I trust my instinct. My instincts are connected to the universe, and universe knows everything. You can't lie to the universe. Some people call it God. Some people call it different things. I call it universe. All right? Politically, scientifically correct. So I trust my instinct. I'm not stupid. I'm not a yayo.
Oh, you're
I've
definitely
been around,
stupid, man. You're
43 years
definitely
old.
stupid.
I've been around. I have experience. I know people better than people know themselves. That's how I
Oh,
know
there's
everything
no
about
plan, trust me.
people, because I know
There's a
people.
bigger plan
And I know their
than any of
intentions.
it's going on.
I have a lot of
It's all
experience.
orchestrated. It's like a
You
massive
guys
band in that way.
So,
Like all the instruments
fact
are starting
that
to
I-
come together,
potentially that I
and
can
also the
influence
plan's
somebody
starting to come together.
like you, Ginger Hog, to make a 5
And then he
hour
keeps-
live stream.
And then he keeps
With a
bringing me
broken-
into it, the ginger hog, and it's like, this guy is very, very obsessed with me. I don't know what is the obsession with me after, like, I beat him up on the floor in Grand Theft Auto, and it wasn't really me beating him up, it was actually Princess Diana, and then he got butthurt by it. Secretly that he's always liked Katie Bush, but don't think Mr. 4K like anyone except himself and his infinite. Ashton, you've spelled it wrong as well. You've really spelled it wrong, haven't you? Yeah, he's definitely fucked up on that one. Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely not Mr. 4K. He's definitely fucked up on that one. Because why does he put Bish with a Bisch? Well, we're doing fine, but I told you I've been exposing for being this Mitch guy, and we already know who Mitch is. Next minute, Mitch is going to probably turn up as soon as we start saying about, because what happened next is Velado will go off and then Mitch will turn up. And then it must be. And then is I don't like I don't bring like block people on here like 4K does, because 4K is a pussy. Don't want people like commenting on his videos and then getting offended and frightened that he's I've got to keep blocking people. He keeps blocking people because that's the way he is. Mitch, Steve, Stefan, and Vlado are my brothers. Oh, I'll tell you what, it's hard just to get through this 42-minute video.
And that podcast was a total failure for 5 hours. He was talking over you, dude. He wouldn't even let you talk. Even somebody on your chat said, bloody hell, is this fucking guy like a broken
Bloody hell, Governor.
He's gonna let you speak? Even somebody on your own
Hello,
chat says,
Governor.
fuck, dude.
Hello,
Yeah,
Governor.
man. Oh, so this guy, Mr. 4K, is a piece of shit, man. He's
Hello,
got Mr.
Governor.
All this shit. Talking crap about me, saying this, saying that.
I have false teeth.
Oh, there's definitely a lot of strange people out of here tonight, I'll tell you that.
Who gives a, only a loser would give a fuck if I have a dentures. Who cares? So, yes, they look fucking fake. So, he spends the entire 5 hours of a live stream talking shit over Anthony. Anthony wasn't even able to say anything.
And why is he like,
It's your own
then as
podcast,
well, why
dude.
does he keep
Your
coming
own
to my
goddamn
defense for?
podcast.
Oh,
He's talking
4K.
over you.
Saying about this podcast that Stephen kept talking over me. This is what a podcast is like. You have like, I'm just sort of like the filling guy. He's got his own way to start talking, and that's the way
Not to mention
that
he's
one
a
is.
pervert.
Not
And you
everyone
can go
is
watch
going to be
that
like
video.
that
It's
on
a
every
good video. It's on my
podcast.
community
But
member.
Stephen, he's a
You go
great
watch
guy.
that shit, all right? And he also got upset.
You want
I
a
got
gin
another
and I don't
transcript
drink.
from
Well, I don't drink either.
He also got very upset.
Yeah, he
That
loves me. I know he's
Holly
very
gave him this
obsessed with
information.
me and all that.
He said to her, "You freaking cunt, you
He's
twat,
trying to make you a
fucking
victim.
twat.
Well, I'm not a
You came
victim
over
actually.
Sting
I'm a
for
very,
to
very
Mr.
strong person,
4K.
and I
You
know
came over
his
Sting
sick,
for, you
twisted,
twat."
psychopathic
That's what a
traits.
pervert usually says when they get caught. That's what a pervert, the creep.
I even admit I was
Russian
ranting
broken
on for
fucking
4
record.
hours. No,
Wonderful
you weren't,
man.
man. You're fine. You're fine.
Says that's what they usually say.
I would do it over again, man. I would do another 4
Alright,
hours
guys,
with you.
that's not my first
And you
word.
can rant as much as you
I
bloody
dealt
want
with
on
pieces
them.
of shit like you, man.
Here we go.
I dealt
Let
with
us go.
pieces
We've
of
got the
shit like you. I
naked
dealt
things
with
coming
all
up,
kinds of
popping
people
up.
in my past. The good, the bad, the ugly, all kinds. All kinds of people. From Europe to here to there, everywhere. I dealt with all kinds of fucking people in my life. So there's nothing that you can bring to me that's gonna shock me or that's gonna surprise me in any kind of a way. So, yes, I know this coffee log is about 30 minutes, but I had to address some of the things here because this has been my last video mentioning these losers.
So this is going to be
because that's
his
what it
last video on me.
Uh,
Wow.
My only disappointment is that Anthony, it's a nobody.
Oh no, I've just removed
I
those
wish that
links
he was
myself.
A bigger YouTuber.
The main links and
so I
stuff.
can get more traffic. But this guy's a nobody. He has what?
Yeah, well, we
50
know
views a
Ed's
day,
spamming and
50
all that. That's
views.
probably
Anybody
him
can find
spamming,
that
but
fucking video on the algorithm. I wish that Dark Side Phil was talking about me. I wish that review.
yeah, I would love to
USA
get you
was
on to the
talking about me.
podcast
I
as
wish
well,
that
Holly.
Quantum TV
And then we
was
can
talking
do
shit
some
about me
talks
again.
on it. That'd be quite good.
But they're not, unfortunately. Because they would bring me a lot of traffic. I would make money off of this whole fucking thing. This is me losing
I'm
money.
good, man.
Me
I'm
talking
good. I just
about
love sitting
videos
back. I'm like
about
the
losers
therapist.
Like you, Anthony. He's not
Like
making any
sitting
money.
back and I like listening,
I'm
man,
losing
and
money by
taking
talking
in
about losers
all
like you.
and everything.
Because you're nobody.
He said,
You have nobody.
maybe
You
more
have
will
nothing,
come
dude.
in
You're not even a
the
big
future
YouTube
for
star.
sure.
I wish that you were a big YouTube star, but unfortunately you're
Yeah,
not.
man.
And this is my last video I'll make about you on this coffee vlog, and that's why it's so long.
So
Oh, by the way, you should
who
also know that Holly doesn't like you
was
either.
those
She
links?
called you a fat,
That's then is. I think it was Mr. 4K.
a fat bastard. Yes, she called you a fat bastard.
So hang on, let me go back here a minute. Hang on. So apparently Holly called me a fat bastard. So this is from 4K. This is from
You're not
4K.
even a big YouTube star. I wish that you were a big YouTube star, but unfortunately you're not. And this is my last video I'll make about you on this coffee vlog, and that's why it's so long. You know. Oh, by the way, you should also know that Holly doesn't like you either. She called you a fat cunt. A fat bastard. Yes, she called you a
Nice.
fat bastard for recording her without her consent. Yes, she's not happy that you recorded her. And do you know why I gave you that strike? Because I was upset.
Actually, I thought you wanted to give me a strike and stuff because I thought we were playing baseball.
Without her consent. I didn't give a shit that you recorded me. I got nothing to hide. Cameron doesn't give a shit if I.
Oh,
say
let's see the
something.
transcripts. I
He's
would
probably
love to
proud
see
of
the
fact
transcripts.
that I
But don't
call him a
worry, I'm
Sony
not going to be
fanboy.
putting it in
If
for
somebody
it.
calls me a Sony fanboy, I wouldn't have no problem with that. It's better than being an Xbox fanboy with the 2-point university.
And actually, I'm not really worried that Holly calls me a fat bastard or not, or a fat cunt or whatever. That's like, to me, that's like what British people do and what we say and stuff as a toe of endearment.
Because Xbox has nothing.
Ed really loves himself, always refers to himself as I, yeah, or God.
Or an OLED fanboy. Because those are great products.
Has Ed got? I don't know, he's got probably more pennies he's dropped
That you're a piece
than
of
he's
shit
had.
for recording her.
Yeah, a turn of endearment,
without
definitely.
consent. But look, I cannot bring Holly back. I cannot bring No Name, electrical engineer, black out, what you call it, I don't know how many names you go by, Deacon. I know, Deacon, you like to dig up about me and where I live and this and that. Anybody can dig that up, dude, all right? But, Deacon, I cannot bring you on here because you being...
So, Deacon, so he can't bring you up on there because apparently you've been talking to him behind his back. But if you think about it, right, you don't say shit at all. You just want us, you think I'm a troll, what a joker. I know, that's what I'm thinking. And this is what really fucking pissed me off, is the fact you've never said anything bad about him at all. Like, you're just looking after his YouTube channel whilst all these trolls and these dickheads come in and trying to clean up and stuff. And he's probably saying the same about Brandon as well. He's probably saying the same about him and all that. But, like, if it's all been told. I know, you never said anything. And this is the thing, like, because obviously if that is so 4K is in there, yeah, I mean, like, you've done nothing wrong, Deacon, at all. You've been on my channel, you come in watch my channel, you come and watch 4K's channel. I watch 4K's channel as well, but you think too much. Ed told me yesterday. I was just being a sarcastic. Is he drunk or something? Is 4K drunk at what time is it? It's fucking, what, 3:44? No, it's definitely fucking not his channel. But then if that is 4K, well, I'm not going to be blocking him. And he's more than welcome on my bloody channel and stuff, because I'm not a dickhead. So, like, yeah, so only people who block people on this channel, right, is they spam and stuff. And if they spam, voices in your head are from Mr. 4K, so he told me he has that power. Well, actually, Mr. 4K, I'm in Mr. 4K's head right now and stuff, entirely. So that's why he keeps talking about me and shit. You can tell double comas. You want to hear what my ex calls me? What's up? A lovely person. I think it's time to sit around the fire and sing Kumbaya and all hold hands. Nah, fuck off. Fuck off. I'd rather bite off my own hand. You sense an anger in your voice. Oh, nice. Are you okay, mate? Now I've got a bit of a cold out. Should have come on. But you don't have any anger for me. Oh yeah, I'm fine and dandy, mate. I'm fine and fucking dandy. Every profanity known to man. Jesus. Well, actually, I don't know if Jesus is in the Bible, though. Yeah, all part of the profanity and all that. I wish 4K would settle this and apologise. Yeah, I wish he'd apologise, but he hasn't got it in him to apologise. His whole channel's fucked anyway.
And go back and talk about
he's shadow banned.
My back. I can't bring those.
There's no
back here.
coming back from that.
That's my choice. That's who I block. People ask me, who do I block? I block people who are two-faced, who are backstabbers. That's who I block.
So he blocks people that are backstabbers. So he blocks you, Deacon. So that means you must be two-faced and you must be a backstabber as well, which you are none at all on that. I'm obsessed because it's more entertaining than watching the damn TV. Well, it sure is. It definitely is. Holly likes Mr. 4K, but he told me that she gave him no choice but to block her. Helps with the heartbreak. Oh, definitely.
I also block people who spoil shit, who are spoiling the video game or spoiling the movie or something.
Broken
People
Holly.
who have malicious intent. And I'll end the video by saying this.
Well, he
That's
should
who I
actually.
block.
Well, he
I
should
block
unblock
people.
everybody, because then he's fucking blocking everybody so much that he's not gonna have anybody on his channel. He's not gonna have anybody watching him on his channel. I mean, I was saying earlier, it was his last live stream yesterday when he was playing that game, that FPS DR, whatever, police department thing. Oh, fuck. Hang on. Yeah, he was playing that police game, and then I found that no one really turned up, really, at all about that. Why does this keep falling over? Here we go. But I don't know. It's one of those things, like, you want to fuck your channel up, you go right ahead, Mr. 4K. Blocking all the moderators for no reason, just because they match the other channels. They match the other channels. So what? I don't. Why he does that? Yeah, I know he does that. He's scared of you, Steve. Yes, he is scared of Steve. What's this? Oh, that will never happen. Once Mr. 4K snaps his fingers, you stay in his 4K pyramid. Well, we've got pyramids too, Mr. 4K, so don't worry about that. The views would flood in if unblocked everyone he blocked. Yeah, do you know what? That all the views would flood in, and if he didn't become a dickhead and stuff and started like sort of becoming a twat on his channel and actually respect everybody on there, but he doesn't respect anybody, and this is the reason why he doesn't respect everyone. And this is the reason why people don't respect him, because he doesn't pay him back. No pyramids here. It's not Egypt. No, there's no pyramids here. You're damn right, Katie. No Egypt. You're welcome. But yeah, this goes to show that what's this? No Egypt where you guys are. No, we don't have. No, we don't have pyramids here, but we do have boxes, and they're like a 6x6, and they have a little small tiny toilet and a little hand washing thing. Ed is a sociopath, and he is plotting something against the world. Well, maybe he is, maybe he isn't. Maybe he'll be coming after us next, spending like £3,000 to come 3,000 miles across the sea to try and get us all next or some shit. I like watching both of your channels, but that bothers him. I guess for me, I like both ways, not just one way. Yeah, that's what I like, man. I like watching both sides. I don't like picking sides, but then with 4K, he likes picking sides. Why would Mr. 4K want respect from his enemies? You make no sense, Ginger Hog Man, and you make me stutter on my words now. It's strange though, isn't it? It's like strange times. Oh, went on. Here we go. Phil Atkin. Mr. Phil is a narcissist. Funny thing is, most narcissists are intelligent and charming. He's neither. Yeah, you're damn right, man. You're damn right. You got 100% there. No need to choose sides. Just watch who you like. Yeah, that's what I do. I watch what I like. I don't get. And then he keeps saying we're trying to change his channel. Well, actually, no, it was so Cameron who said we're trying to change his channel and all that, but we're not changing any of his channels. We're not saying if you want to, we're trying to give you advice to make your YouTube better. But then you want to bring homophobia into it, you want to bring racism into it, you want to bring all kinds of shit into your channel, and it's like it's becoming and all this drama as well. You're bringing in intoxication. You're trying to intoxicate your YouTube channel, and that's why you're getting shadow banned. And you can say you're not getting shadow banned, but you are shadow banned. And actually, you said you were getting shadow banned, so obviously, like, you can't make up your mind. Like, you think you're gonna get loads of views, then you don't. You get like you get shit like views. You're getting like 400 or 500 views per video. That's what I'm getting with like 2,000 subscribers. So we're about even. You keep saying to me, "Oh, I'm not getting many views on my channel," but yeah, I am getting views on my channel for the amount of subscribers that I've got. I've got about just over 2,000. But yeah, I'm doing the same amount of views that 4K's got. So it doesn't really make sense to me. He's got 46,000 subscribers. I don't have a problem with Cameron. I will even apologise to him on his next video. Yeah, but the thing is, you don't have to and stuff. That's the whole thing. They want to drag you into it and stuff. You've done nothing wrong. You're just trying to sit back and you're like, you don't want to interact and stuff, and that's fine. Yeah, I am speaking facts. People come onto YouTube not for the fucking drama all the time, but 4K wants to make drama because it brings in the views, because his televisions have gone down the pothole, and now he's just starting like sort of taking people off. For 2K subs, you are doing great. Yeah, I'm doing great for 2,000 subscribers. Think how great I will be when I'm at 10,000. I'm not holding my breath to get to 10,000 subscribers, but to be honest, like, I'm happy with the amount of subscribers now. I don't care if 10 years down the line I've still got 2,000 subscribers. You know why? Because the ones are the genuine ones on my channel. I'm thankful and I'm actually grateful I've got this. But with 4K, he's not grateful to have 46,000 of his subscribers that he keeps chucking down their throat and deleting them and blocking them and saying nasty shit to them. Mr. 4K told me, you should know you created this charade. You brought this on yourself. Well, no, actually, you brought this on yourself, Mr. 4K Skater, but that's the way it goes, isn't it? And he also told me that you were a bigger YouTuber. You are just a small insecure. Well, actually, if I was so insecure, then why am I doing videos on my YouTube channel? And why actually do I get people coming up to me in town from time to time and they say, oh, we've seen you on YouTube and stuff, and we've seen all the drama that's been taking place with that bad man and stuff, the one who keeps taking the mick out of you and all that stuff. And I said, wow, he's just a sad man, really, a sad old man. And I told him I'm disabled myself, and he likes to make fun of people who's got disabilities and all that shit. And like, obviously I've got my ginger hair, he wants to take the mick out of me because I've got ginger hair, and I don't care, and because I'm big, and no, I'm not big stuff. I used to be a hell of a lot smaller, but that's the thing. Is that the real Mr. Fool thinks? Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking it might be the fake one. Someone coming under as Mr. 4K, that's all. Probably it's the fake one. It's not the real one. Either that or he's just pissed and drunk and been drinking too much, and now he's just pretending to be this other character. Mr. 4K actually threatened people in his video today with a gun. In his video today? When was that? Which video was that? I'll have a look at that one. I don't agree with everyone sometimes, and that's life. I think 4K doesn't like if you disagree with him. Yeah, I noticed that as well, man. I noticed that as well too, Stephen. I still like him, and I'm okay with saying anything bad about with him saying anything bad about me. Well, the thing is, that's the thing. He wants to say bad things to you, and then you're gonna take it, and you really shouldn't take it because that's how abusive relationships start. Because they are losers and insecure, and they never experience life closest. They came to my life as a keyboard and a mouse, and he told me, type this, type that, type this, type that. So, yeah, but that's the thing. You are insecure, Mr. 4K. That's the thing. You are the most insecure person. All you want to do is cause trouble and actually just to get away with things. But that's the thing. You can't keep getting away with shit. The consequences will follow eventually. And if it's not me, it'll be someone else. I like him, I won't hate anyone. Well, no, I don't hate the guy either. I don't hate 4K. I just think there's something psychologically going on in his head right now, and he's pissing off everybody. Literally everybody. His coffee vlogs are hilarious, such entertainment. If they're so entertaining, why have I nearly fallen asleep? I'm 37 minutes into this video already, and I feel like it's like an 8-hour vlog already. It feels like it's 8 hours long. Stand your ground law allows you to defend your property, Mr. 4K. Explain this in detail. I don't hate anyone, even though some people talk smack about me, I don't go on going after everyone. But that's the Oh yeah, catch you later, Patriot. You stay safe, man. I just want what's that? Peanut butter cups. Aww. He was playing games with a random little boy named Noah for months online on his YouTube channel. That's weird. I know that is a bit weird, isn't it? I remember that as well. And his sister told 4K to take the videos off of her brother on that. I mean, that's a bit strange. And then he hangs around sometimes with Mamba Man, who's a 14-year-old kid. And he's a 43-year-old man. That's kind of a bit weird. I could eat them all day. Ah. Yeah, true. But then again, I think it's because he might be too friendly with people on the street. Too friendly, Mars. If he's too friendly, he wouldn't be going around cursing and all that and blocking people and all that and being nasty cunt to everybody that goes onto his channel. GTA hacker. Right, I'm up to the last couple of minutes. I've got to try and push through
that
this.
have malicious intent. Malicious intent meaning that they're only there for one reason, to fuck with you.
I was just eating some chips and drinking
Control you.
Sprite.
They're not
Nice.
there because they want to support you. And I don't need those types of individuals on my channel. Okay? I don't need that. Nobody needs that shit. Okay? Oh, and Mitch is
Why does
Stefan.
Eden constantly shuffle snot
Mitch
when
is
he
Stefan.
talks? Sounds
Stefan,
like
it's
he's
a
what,
Serbian
shooting
name. He's
snot
Serbian.
rockets.
But he doesn't live in
Constantly.
Serbia anymore. He lives somewhere else. But that's as much as I'm gonna tell you.
Definitely gross.
But his name is Stefan.
I'm his assistant and you are
So
his
sorry that this
stalemate.
video has to be 40
Absolutely
minutes,
nothing.
but I had to
You
address some of
gentlemen
the things
are
here
just
because, well, it's
repeating
gonna be raining
and
pretty
playing
soon.
the same old tunes. Isn't it there
Because
something new about Mr. Fouquet
this is the last
that
video that I'm gonna be
what's
addressing
what's
this
that?
matter. This
Isn't it
whole
there
fucking
something new about
charade.
Mr. Fouquet that
This is the last video that I'm gonna be
that
addressing this
you
charade.
gents
And
you
this is
gents
why I
what
had to make this video 40 minutes.
ladies can
Okay.
invent.
But hey, thank God, at least it's not 5 hours of that.
I was just wondering they was missing
Yeah,
a part of that
man.
information. And
I don't know who to fucking sit through that shit to watch that crap. And the fact that I made you and the other guy talk about me for 5 hours, I must be doing something right.
I will
I
have
must be
to,
winning.
for all this transcript to
clearly
Mr.
must be
Fouquet.
winning.
He
If
told
I
me
can make
he
you
has no
make a
time to
5-hour
watch
guy
these videos.
talk about
Yeah,
me
my
for 5
ass.
fucking hours, dude. So in the end, you lost. You haven't achieved anything. The only thing you achieved, Anthony, is a strike. A strike on your channel that's going to
Fantastic.
stay there forever.
Thank you, thank
to
you,
remind
thank you.
you of me.
Thank you.
Yes. You should always look at that strike on your account.
Thank
to
you,
remind
Mr.
of me.
Fouquet. Yeah, thank you
hope I
for the
was
strike.
worth it.
Oh, I love the strike.
I hope I was.
I can handle a strike, my friend.
Now it's getting sunny.
And I can handle 2 strikes.
So that's it. My last video about this. I don't give a shit if you examine this video and this and that. I don't care what you do. I really don't give a shit because you're not that important to me. I already told Cameron, don't please tell me about these people. I don't give a shit. They're nobodies, and you guys are nobodies. You're not a big YouTube stars. Sorry, but you're not a big YouTube star. If you were a big YouTube star, maybe it would be worth my time.
No, actually, see,
But
that's
he's
the
wasting
fake
my time.
Mr. Fouquet because he's already told Holly about it. So if he knew, 4K knew, he would already have told you. That's the fake Mr. Fouquet upscaler. So he's fucked. He's literally fucked. Yeah, so Mr. Fake 4K upscaler, you're fucked, mate. You've just been rumbled by Holly. Nice one, Holly. You've just rumbled him. You got 2.5K views on a snail video. Well, that's fan. I'll tell you what, that's actually awesome as well on a snail video. A VR. Thank you. Noted on my writing pad from Mr. 4K. Nah, I think it's a fucking fake one. He's probably watching 4K's videos. You can just pretend to not know, right? Oh, I don't know. I mean, I think it's the fake one. I don't know. It's just the way he is writing. I don't know. His writing doesn't seem the same. And actually, you can get the money pennies. He's probably been sitting in here listening, actually. Why does it link to his real channel then? Maybe he's actually got hacked. Maybe it's a hacker. Or maybe it could be the fact that 4K is actually pissed and drunk. Do you remember when I told you the other day, it seemed like he was drunk and shit, like sounded like he was like drinking too much. And then, yeah, well, if he's writing this very insane, right, maybe he's just drinking now. Because he fucked up on one of those words just a minute ago when he said about Katie Bish. He didn't spell it right. He missed a typo on it. The double spaces. Even I get jealous sometimes, but I'm his helper on his YouTube account, and I must be careful what I type here. Nah, it's definitely fake. Nearly done anyway.
Wasting my energy on you.
Actually, once I'm finished in a minute, what I'll do, I'll quickly call you a minute.
But you guys are not big YouTube stars. That's the sad part. And I'm
Community
gonna end the video
page.
by saying this. That's my only disappointment is
Well, he's probably
you guys
drunk and also
are not big
pissed.
YouTube stars.
Because his
I
YouTube
would
career's
hope
done, so he's got
that
nothing
you get
left
you to
for him,
say
so he's a
shit
battered old man.
I
His
pray
channel's
for
fucked.
that day. That Review Tech USA would talk about me, or Dr. Disrespect would talk about me, or some of these big YouTubers would talk about me, or even Quantum talk about me. So I can profit money. Easy money. Easy money. Traffic. That's an easy money traffic. But unfortunately,
This can never finish.
you guys are nobody. I can't even find you in the algorithm.
Says to his
So, yeah, this is my last
crappy
video about
camera.
this
You
thing.
guys don't know
And,
me. Yet he reveals
it's
so
been
much.
fun.
I know.
It's been entertaining, but at the end of the day, I won.
He hasn't won at all, that's the thing.
You got that strike. Keep looking at it and enjoy it.
And actually, with that strike, when he says, "Oh, I won," and he says, "Keep looking at that strike," do you know what that strike actually is for me? Is a victory. That strike to me is a victory, because I know 110% that 4K would never change his ways. But when I exposed him that day, you could tell he was frightened. You could tell he was getting exposed, because he looks at that video and then he thinks, "Oh my God, they've actually outed me on it." Otherwise, he wouldn't have put that strike on there. He wouldn't have put the strike on there. But as soon as he got caught, he had to get that videos taken down because of it. Because he knew he was in the wrong, and he knew he got caught it out and outed out. So, in a way, I win, you lose, Mr. 4K. You lose very much so. And this is why there can only be one on this channel. There can only be one on this channel. When I say it's a bit like Highlander, for instance, from the 1986. I think it was 1986 when that came out, actually. But like even with that information, Phil, like we shouldn't be using that shit. We shouldn't be doxing that at all to anyone. And that's then I always say, right, you get caught, it is a powerful enough 33 degree. I mean, to be honest, I don't give a shit if he's a part of the Illuminati. I don't care if he's a part of this group. To be honest, like, even the Freemasons, I mean, come on. I think 4K likes to lie a lot, and he likes to lie about the Freemasons as well, and then he goes, "Oh, if I'd have told you these stories, these creepy stories, oh, they'll probably be after me and all that." But it's all bullshit, it's all bullshit. Yeah, 4K exposes himself. He puts the information out there. He tells people where he lives and stuff. So he does that all himself. So, but that's why I said none of you guys get involved or put it out there, all this information. Just let him do that himself, because that's the way he is. He puts it all out there, so he'll pretty much do it to himself, and he will take his own tower of the aces of cards down with him. Well, I wouldn't say he does that either, Phil. I mean, we've got to have evidence for that. And there's no evidence in. We know there's like 8 people in that area, and who do that shit, but nothing is on there at all. Nothing's on there. Oh, what's that? This reminds me of a live, live me to. What's that? Live me days. And he cares and can't have the balls to ever be sorry for his mistakes. Yeah, nobody cares really. Was this? I'm blocked and I really wanted to finish Black Ops with Mr. 4K. Well, it would have been nice if we could have all gamed together and would unblock. Now, that's the thing. I'd rather actually 4K suffice to his own devices and fuck everybody up and block everybody, because then we know what kind of a person he is. Yeah, I know you got blocked for no goddamn reason. And you didn't deserve that shit either. He actually owes you a big apology, because you didn't say anything negative about him. You were looking after his fucking channel whilst he was in there doing games. He wasn't even looking at his audience. That's the thing. When you like go around playing video games, when I'm playing a video game, for instance, right, I look at the video games itself, and then I won't look at the video games, and I'll look at the people behind it as well. Oh yeah, you got arrested by the bed police after that. Fucking hell. Yeah. Yeah, Stephen, I think that is illegal as well, when he showed those private messages and stuff as well. When 4K fucked up on it, he actually showed those messages of him and her and those private messages. And to be honest, that should have got taken down. Yeah, he's a real life sociopath, yeah. Major phobia. Spiders. Oh, there's a massive like butterfly at the top there, or little moth. Bullet. Oh, I can accept it. I don't want you unblocking me, to be honest. It doesn't really bother me at all in the finest. And be on your way and go on with your miserable life. Mr. 4K wrote me on a paper to ask this question. Why? Because he couldn't be bothered to do it himself, because he's such a pussy. Anyway, Holly, you can actually, I'll tell you what, you can actually add me if you want, on the PlayStation, because I've just got that Vanguard. We could do some zombies on there in a couple of days and stuff if you want. And I'll bring Katie as well. We can do like, we'll do some on there. Some zombies. Where's me broom? Oh, I've got a broom stuff coming actually in a few days. Well then, this is settled. Then, should I inform him that you will be on your way and... Well, that's entirely up to you. I'm not really... I don't give a shit. Doesn't really bother me, Mr. 4K Dick Scaler. Who keeps... actually, should we call him Mr. 4K who goes round blocking everybody because he can't handle the criticism on his channel, so he has to block everybody. Vanguard will be old new in a few months with Modern Warfare 2. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be old, but I'm still getting up on the Vanguard at the minute, so... Enjoy your little channel. Oh, don't worry, I'm enjoying my little channel. But the thing is, 4K needs to stop doing videos about me, and he can't stop doing videos about me because he wants to continue that sort of train wreck, which is actually fucking up for himself. What's a Sculper bot? I have no idea. Cold War Zombies is still the best right now. I only have the Black Ops 4 at the present. Oh, I've only got Black Ops 3 or Vanguard at the moment. I don't have Black Ops 4. He's worse than Gossip Girls. Damn, yeah, definitely. What's just the bot that steals all the PS5s? Ah, okay. Was this incorrect? He was addressing the 5-hour podcast episode 1 you dedicated to. As his counsellor, I have to address this. Oh, his counsellor? Actually, no, to be honest, like, it's really funny, actually, because he was saying the other day there was this bloke, his friend, or his old friend, that he hadn't seen for a while. And you know what? I actually had a funny feeling it would be like he was talking to his counsellor. Maybe he needed some help and stuff with some mental health issues or some shit. Was that Mr. 4K Nutscaler? Oh, what the fuck? Yeah, we are people too, man. You can't go around insulting nut scalers like that because we're all nuts. We're all crazy. As a counsellor, I have to be professional and on point. Well, you're not really professional and you're definitely not on point. You made me laugh, that's too funny. Actually, I do love nuts, actually. Nuts are quite nice. I'll have to get some soon, actually. Maybe some cashew nuts. What's this? I take great pride in my counsel work, Mr. Bishop. Oh, I'm sure you do. That's why you need help yourself, my friend. We are all nuts, and I'd rather be nuts than boring. Oh, yeah, definitely, man. Are you still crying over each other? No, I think they're crying over each other, definitely, man. They're definitely crying over each other. Anyway, I'm going to finish the stream off. I've been doing about an hour and 40 minutes. And it was hard just to get through a 43-minute video 4Ks. Absolutely terrible. And I'm sure old Mr. 4K will be doing a response video. How nice that I've been making another video about him. Oh, and how much I'm in love with him as his Huckleberry. Nah, wishful thinking. I wish he can make more. I wish he can make more videos. Well, I don't know, because not many people are seeing his videos because he's getting shadow banned. Forever, Mr. 4K doesn't want it to be the end game, so I think, oh well, I like to have an end game because like every story has to have an ending. This will be never sold. How many more videos? Mr. 4K. Mr. 4K! Well, he's just exposing himself. Oh, he's definitely exposing himself. And he just loves to watch. Oh, definitely, man. What's this? I've never seen a Mr. 4K vid, but I feel for it. Yeah, I feel for him too and stuff, because not many people have seen his videos. Having this bloke cry about him. Oh, I know, it's terrible, isn't it? 43-year-old virgin, I know. He's probably never seen like any pussy in his life, as he's probably seen a cat, and that's about it, a pussy cat. It's worse than the 40-year-old virgin. Gentlemen, I shall relate this transcript to Mr. 4K and have a nice morning, lads and ladies. Yeah, and you too as well, because that's it. That's going to be the end game. But anyway, guys and girls, stay safe. If you enjoy this exposure of Mr. 4K for an hour and 43 minutes and 18, 19, 20 seconds, and have a nice evening, morning, and stay safe all.